Welcome to Fox 5 at 6. Our story tonight is the continual overview of the U.S. general election. Our special guest tonight is none other than the President of the United States, Barack Obama. And now we head to our reporter, Franz.
Hi, my name is Franz Abundo, and I'm currently with the President, Barack Obama. Hello, Mr. President. Thank you for coming on our show.
Thank you, Franz. It is a pleasure to be here.
So, Mr. President, you must feel like you have an edge over your challenger, Mitt Romney, in the general election since you are the incumbent.
Well, as the incumbent, I do make more dough than Mitt Romney. And that is apparent as I have raised over twice as much as Mitt Romney has. I have accumulated over $197 million compared to Mitt Romney's only $87.5 million. Millions that I will responsibly put into my campaign.
Since you mentioned about that, where are you going to spend your accumulated money on? Can you talk more about your campaigning ads and campaign spendings you've done during the initial campaigning days?
I plan to spend most of my accumulated money on different ads, such as my latest one called Steal. It was my first attack ad against Mitt Romney. And another ad called Forward. I also spend most of my money on traveling to different states that deem to be necessary for my victory.
Which states are you going to focus most of your attention on the rest of the general election?
It is important for me to get all of the possible voters, but I would like to point out the swing states that can be harder to pull. The Democrats' votes are ensured to go to me, so all I have to do is get the independent voters. Voters that can be volatile in terms of my success.
Alright, Mr. President. I recently noticed that your poll rates are only above Mitt Romney's by a very small margin. Does this concern you in any way at all?
Well, Franz, polls are only a representation of the public's opinion, and there are always margins for error in the polls. Polls are a good use to me as what the public's view on things are.
Mr. President, with recent polls, it seems that you have a higher popularity with women than Mitt Romney, and it's the opposite with Mitt Romney's case.
Well, polls turn out like that due to the gender gap, as women tend to be more Democratic, while men tend to be more Republican.
Mr. President, ever since you passed the Affordable Healthcare Act, do you see America improving, and do you believe that once it's fully implemented, the American healthcare will change? How do you think will this reflect you in the upcoming election?
Well, the Affordable Health Care Act was meant to protect and give consumers better coverage, and once fully implemented, over 34 million Americans will be covered. However, I know that I will face opposition from Republicans due to the fact that they will like less government involved in people's lives.
Mr. President, what can you say about our current economy right now?
Even though the first half of my term has seen many hundreds of thousands of jobs lost, our economy is starting to recover from the problem. This evidence shows thousands of jobs are coming back. During my presidency, our country reaches 2 consecutive years of private sector job growth, for a total of more than 3.9 million job increase.
Mr. President, for the upcoming election, how will your foreign policies will go? Will that be the same, or are you planning to take your current standing up a notch? Give us a little idea of how will our current president continue if he got elected for this year's election.
Abroad, I still plan to stop Iran from obtaining nuclear capabilities and to protect our partner Israel. As the year goes on, I also plan to continue bringing our boys back from the Middle East. If I got re-elected, I will continue to fight for bringing back jobs from abroad and back into the country. Did I mention how I also killed Osama bin Laden?
Alright, thank you, Franz. Oh, that's it for tonight. Thanks for watching.